Auburn is moving its 2026 home game with Baylor to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta as part of an arrangement with the Aflac kickoff game to provide NIL opportunities for Tigers players.
Okay.
So they're moving a home game from the Plains to Mercedes-Benz
Oh
to
my
help pay
gosh.
to help pay for NIL players. Wes, how do you feel about that? I could tell from the look on your face you're not real thrilled.
I think I've already made my opinion about these neutral site games and how sick and tired of them I am. And I get it. Everything revolves around money nowadays, and that's what it's all about. That's what you want for recruits, and apparently this is another way to do that. But I was just thinking about, Georgia, where if you have a tough opponent to start the season, which many times they do. Obviously, this year they didn't, but I don't. I think that was of no fault of their own. The whole situation with the rescheduling. But anyways, let's say you open the season with a tough opponent, neutral site game. Okay, there's a home game gone. Georgia, Florida, at in Jacksonville, home game opportunity gone.
Put a pin
Now,
in that. I'm going to come back to it.
now, Georgia Tech now is a neutral site game at the Benz. So again, another potential home game lost. I'm like, eventually, are we just going to play, all these games in like an NFL stadium or something? It's like, I'm not a fan. I don't know. What do you think?
I completely agree with you. I want it stated unequivocally for the record. You can tell I'm being serious because I'm doing the Bill Clinton point with my whole hand thing. We shouldn't be playing games on neutral sites. I'm sorry, it's just the way it should be. College football is a sport that is meant to be played on campus or a campus adjacent stadium. The whole point, the entire thing is built around these giant cathedrals for football.
Yeah,
By taking them out of these settings, like look behind me in West. This is a fantastic setting for a sporting event.
yeah.
Like, why do you want to take it from this to the Benz? And now, no disrespect to the Benz. I love the Benz. I've been to the Benz a couple times. It's a fantastic venue for sports. But why are we playing college games in neutral sites? They shouldn't be happening. The only neutral site games that should be happening is if they're happening at the Rose Bowl or if they're happening at Legion Field in Birmingham or some ridiculous, like there has to be a historical connection with it. Again, there's
Right.
so much history that we miss out on when you move these games off of campus. There's so much pageantry, not to plug our own podcast. There's so much pageantry that gets removed. You remove all the tradition, you remove all of the color, you remove all the great stuff that makes college football so unique compared to the NFL where it's just cookie cutter football. Like that's part of the reason why, people ask me like, "Fortson, you like football? Do you watch it all the time?" I watch college. Do
Yeah.
you watch much NFL? No, I check my fantasy lineup every Sunday afternoon, but I'm not sitting there watch like I can't mentally process the idea of an opposing fan getting jazzed about going to I don't know, Jerry World in Dallas or to go
Right.
to the Giants Stadium. Like it makes no sense to me. But you take your average SEC fan and they say, okay, we're going to give you a blank check. You can go to whichever game you want to. They're going to want to go to visit some of these other stadiums because of the
Absolutely.
history, the pageantry, the tradition, all of the different things that go with it. Stop moving these things off campus.
Got
Leave them on campus.
so many beautiful campuses, and it should be about that campus experience of being able to be there and experience that atmosphere, which is you can't replicate at an NFL stadium, not
No,
even
because it's
close.
corporate and cold and it's just concrete.
Right. Exactly.
You need
No,
to be
I agree.
shoved into like YY7 up here so that way you can, look through your binocular. Like it's so dumb and it makes no sense and I don't understand why we keep doing it. Um, it's and
Just
oh, and
money.
I completely bypassed the Georgia Florida thing. Like it's a disadvantage to everyone outside of that rivalry that Georgia doesn't have to play in the swamp every other year, and that
Well, yeah,
Florida
there's
doesn't
that
have
too.
to play. Like it's not fair to everybody else, especially us Tennessee fans that have to play in the swamp and in between the hedges every other year. Like
Right.
it just it bugs me. I hate it so much, and I've never understood it. It just doesn't make sense.
And that
There,
one
rant over.
and that one has its own history. I know they've been playing in Jacksonville for a long time and I get it, but at the same time it's
Hell,
like
they played that game in Columbus at one point, like back in the '60s. Like, just put it in Athens and put it in Gainesville, and let's move
yeah.
on.